Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be making chicken stew. Uh, and the ingredients I'm gonna use some roux. I usually can make my own roux, but it's just got off of work. It's late, so I'm gonna cheat. Need some vegetable oil, paprika, some white pepper, some Tony Chachere's, or you can use Zatarain or any Cajun seasoning that you like. Some garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm gonna use 2 packs of chicken broth. If you have the cubes, that's fine. If you want to use the liquid, that's fine. And I'm gonna do some boneless chicken thighs. So let me wash up my thighs, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got them washed up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice these thighs up into some like tenders, like so. You know, people don't want to bite on a big piece of chicken and stuff like that when they're eating. So, especially when they're boneless, just make the eating a little bit easier. Be right. All right, I got them all chopped up. See, I put them in some little tenders and stuff like that. You know, it's easier to cook it when you have them in like tenders instead of big and bulky. Uh, I find it easier that way. I mean, it's your preference if you want to do it that way or not. First, I'm going to add some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I'm not going to add salt because there's salt in here. Some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and a little white pepper, not too much. If you want to add cayenne pepper or any other pepper, black pepper, it's up to you, your discretion. But I'm not adding for this particular dish. So I'm gonna mix it all up good. Get the seasoning all around it. This is what it's gonna look like. This is what you're looking for. And I'll get the oil in the pan and I'll be right back. I got that all heated in the pan. I'm gonna put the chicken in. Okay. Then it's brown all this chicken up real good. Let it cook. You want a medium fire. You don't want to put it too high, because then you'll smoke up your oil and basically burn your chicken. I'm gonna brown this up, and I'll show you the next step. God, that's coming along pretty. That meat smells so good right now. See, this is why I cut it in little strips instead of big bulky, leaving them as big bulky thighs. So it's easier to maneuver. You get it cooked evenly. Okay, the next step you want to do, after you have them browned up pretty good, I'm going to put them back into this dish. Then we're going to saute out onions. These are onions and bell peppers I pre-chopped, and I froze them. And I'm going to dump them in here, let them saute. I'm going to saute these up till they're translucent, or about 10-15 minutes. And we'll be right back. Okay, now that they're all sauteed up, I'm going to move on to the roux. I put 3 tablespoons of roux in this pot, and I added a little bit of vegetable oil in it just to get it going and to get it getting creamy quicker. I'm gonna just take my whisk, break it down. And with roux, you don't want to put your fire too high because it can burn your roux, and it can burn yourself too. Roux, when it gets hot, it gets real hot, if anybody knows. So you always want to be careful. Don't cook roux with a high fire. See how the vegetable oil just gets it liquefying up? Just a little bit, like maybe two tablespoons, or maybe even 1 tablespoon. Now, I'm going to add 4½ cups of water. I'm going to continue whisking it, mixing it all together. You don't want no clumps in your roux because, trust me, nobody wants to bite a piece of roux that's not dissolved. It tastes awful. Okay, my roux is starting to ball. As you can see, I have no lumps in it, so it's cooking good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower the fire a little bit because you don't want it to get out of hand. And whenever you're cooking stew, don't cover your pot because stew and roux will ball over. Okay, I'm going to add these onions in. Let me saute it. Remember that chicken broth? I'm going to add these 2 packets in it. Or if you have cubes, add cubes. Or instead of water, you can use the regular chicken broth, the liquid. I like these little powders. They taste good. My food comes out good. And they're less bulky than carrying chicken broth all over the cabinet because I use chicken broth a lot. Now I'm going to add my chicken. And I'm going to let that simmer. See how thick the stew is? If you want thicker stew, you could add less water or less broth, or if you want it lighter, you add more water. Or you could add less roux, more water, or vice versa. I'm gonna let this cook down a while, and we'll be right back to check it out. I did add a little bit more water. I added 2 more cups because my family, we really don't like thick stew. We like it a little light, like a gravy type. I'm adding more onion powder and garlic powder, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Tony Chachere's seasoning. Not too much because it is a lot of stew and we don't want it to taste bland. Your chicken is already seasoned, but the stew wasn't. Give that a nice stir. And you see, it didn't make it that much thicker, but this is gonna cook down and it's gonna be that nice consistency you want. Alright, this has been cooking for 30 minutes, and this is the thickness I wanted it. This is the consistency. Oh, excuse the steam. But as you can see, chicken's done, stew's done, and that's it. Alright, this is my finished product. I just put a little bit in a little bowl, sample out. Um, Potato salad, I cooked it earlier in my food processor. I have a video for that if you want to check it out. If you like what you see and what I said, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.